Sam Fish here at the Fishbowl at Living Dead Weekend 2024 with longtime friend and machete zombie Lenny Lee.
Hi Sam, how's it going?
It's going excellent. Thank you for taking the time to swim in the bowl with me.
My pleasure. So, what's on your mind today, Sam?
Obviously, George Romero, Dawn of the Dead, one of the most infamous zombie kills and innovative makeup effects techniques of all time. What was it like working with George and Dawn of the Dead? And
I'll get into it. George.
How are you?
Working with George was a lot of fun. I mean, worked on two films.
Really? Well, we have
And the first one was Dawn of the Dead. And the second one was Nightlife. And I had a great experience each time. I was on a crew each film. I was what they call a grip things.
right.
Like lights, move them places, cable, tripods, if you're on the camera crew, regardless, right?
Right.
And then, fortunately for me, George was one of those people, director, and he had an open mind.
I know, and I have it on my list.
One night, we talked about my character,
Yes.
machete zombie. So one night, we had set up lighting, cameras, waiting for the actors. It's one of those 3 o'clock, working all night. And George is looking over the notes on the script. And I lean over to George and say, "Hey, George, I'd like to play a zombie." And George was like, "Okay, go upstairs and see what they have." So we were in the Monroeville Mall, and we were downstairs. And so I literally ran up an escalator that wasn't working. And I went into the community room. And the community room is where we gathered each night to discuss plan for the day, or the night.
Right.
And so there was one guy in there. And I went over to him and said, "Hey," and he was basically guarding me. I said, "George says, come up and see what you have." So he pulls out a real machete with a cut for his head. Okay, not this one.
Right.
And I'm like, that is cool. Because I didn't want to get shot.
Right, right.
In my mind, I didn't want to get shot. So, long story short, cut to the chase, 24 hours later, I'm zombieing through the mall, and there's Tom Savini on the motorcycle, and he's in the carrier, the sidecar. So, I went past me and I zombie up to him and I knock him out of the sidecar. Of course, he's very unhappy. And gets up, runs up to me, kicks me in the chest, and sends me flying across the floor. So, me being a zombie, I'm not hurt at all. So Tom comes over to me, sits his foot on my chest, grabs him by the leg. I look up, I give him my here. And then he takes his machete out of his boot, and he says, "Say goodbye, creeper." Obviously, it didn't happen all in one motion.
Right, right.
Several different positions. We did it all in one take, though.
That's awesome.
Each part of it in one take.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, I just want to make the final cut.
Right, right.
That's all I cared about, was making the final cut. Because I always wanted to be a monster.
Right.
Because when I was a kid, I used to read Famous Monsters of Filmland. And like, you know, when you were a kid, when I was a kid, like 8, 9, 10, you were watching Frankenstein, Dracula, Body Snatchers, you know, stuff from the 50s. Like people are now watching stuff from the 70s and 80s.
Right, right.
And so having this opportunity for me was like just the little boy dream that I had when I was a kid.
Right.
I always wanted to play a monster. So several months later, the premiere of the film was in downtown Pittsburgh. And all the cast, the crew, whoever lived close, and their family members of one kind or another, all invited. And so, of course, everybody's involved, very involved.
Right.
Every time somebody who was part of the crew or cast was on screen, we were all cheering, yay! So I know that my bit happens later in the film, so I'm kind of sweating out, 'cause I'm waiting to see it. And then comes me, I'm walking through the mall, and I'm like, oh. And I'm like, and so I get it in the head, and everybody's like, ah. So it was kind of a cheap thrill, right?
Right.
And it was like, my heart was pounding. I was like, wow, I'm glad everybody liked it. Of course they did. And so I didn't know it, but those images, that film clip, 19 whole seconds, became an iconic clip, which became an iconic zombie, which has, since the year 2000, had me invited to conventions virtually all over the world.
Right.
And do I ever get tired of it? No, I don't. I love the fans. I love the energy. It's like an adrenaline kick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a drinker, not a smoker. No, I don't do drugs. I just really love the whole experience.
Right.
And so it's something that's kind of become an indelible part of my life, which I never anticipated in a million years.
Right.
Nor how long this film would be so epic. And it seems to keep going on because it's got fans that are just as young as I was when I started out doing this.
Exactly. Do you mind if we get a shot of all the famous machete sound?
For you, actually. Okay. In 2003, it was like the 25th anniversary of the film, or whatever it was. I don't remember what it was. It was just like Pittsburgh Comic Con. So I was there as a guest. I'm having a great time. Someone says, "Oh, this is a film. It's 16 millimeter. It belongs to Greg McTernan." I'm like, "Oh, that's good." I said, "But the problem is, we don't have a projector." I said, "Well, I need a projector. I don't." So I bring it in the next morning, and I show the guy how to do it. So like a minute before he's supposed to project the reel, he says, "Oh, Lenny, you got to do this." I said, "Oh man, I had a lot. I want to go home." He goes, "Len, if I screw it up, Greg's gonna be so pissed." So I go, "Okay, all right, I'll do it." So, but I can't remember. I knew it was a little cyan. How many reels were there?
It was the whole movie.
But I mean, how many reels?
I have 4 maybe.
I'm remembering 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because I remember having to keep changing. The audience was like, 34 and 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to change the reel. I did it pretty fast.
But that's, yeah.
I did it. I was like, okay, this is pretty neat. Like, I'm doing, I'm projecting Greg's film, not me. And so, Greg, do you still have that film?
Yeah, I do.
Have you projected it?
I haven't projected. Most of my 16 millimeter projectors are all kaput, so I haven't had a chance to. But I just found a place in LA, because I have a lot of movies, a lot of stuff that I collected on 16. So.
I still have a pageant that I think works.
Really?
It isn't a pageant, it's like the same one.
Wow.
It's a pageant.
Yeah.
My brother and I experimental film together. We did these experimental films. And then we would invite everybody to this theater in Homestead. And we would project 16 millimeter on this huge screen.
So right. Yeah.
And so the projector is like 50 years old. And it wasn't even new when we had it.
Yeah.
And it's still working.
See, that would always worry me, because you have one bad projector and it eats your movie.
Right. Well,
And
this
then
was very smooth.
Yeah.
This was a really, I mean, the last time I used it, it was still working very nicely.
Oh, good.
And there's certain things you have to do to kind of you have to keep your hand here.
Yeah. I used to run 16 millimeter movies in my backyard on weekend nights. We would make popcorn, and I would put the screen out, and we would watch movies like Frankenstein Meets a Wolfman. I would have parties in LA and invite people over, and we would just the sound of the projector and the little the night fog in front of the.
That's great. That's great. Sorry. No, because I wanted to ask you this, and I was literally going to come over now and ask you.
Yeah.
But these guys came by, and I said, I know they want to do something. I'll do it now, and then I'm going to go over and say hi to Greg.
Oh, so perfect. I saved you the trip. Good. I'm good that way.
Yeah, you're good that way. Hey, well, I wanted to show you something, but
Well, I'll be back.
okay.
But here, I need you.
Okay.
Pause your interview for 10 seconds. 'Cause
Sure.
I got Tom, and here, just give me it across there.
Okay.
Craig Nicotero, ladies and gentlemen.
Autograph. I probably have it 15 times, but this is cool because I have Tom and Marty on the same one.
My cohort.
Cohorts. Thank you.
Got to do the whole deal.
I know. I see that.
I mean, you got to do it right or not do it at all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime, man.
Now I got to go back to my table.
I'm going to come back and
Take that,
bother you.
dude.
Oh,
Stealing
sorry.
These are gold around here.
I'm sorry, you still like.
Awesome.
Now, how was that for totally impromptu?
That was,
How do you beat that?
I know, that was spectacular.
But it was really funny because he started listening to the interview.
Right.
Even though he's heard the story before.
Right.
He was on the first mall tour. Well, actually, he wasn't on the first mall tour I ever did. But after we did it, it was me and David Emge. We did a separate one, and then there was like Ken Frey and a bunch of other people, a lot more than just the two of us. And then Greg comes up to me after he goes, "I heard your mall tour was actually better." I was like, "Well, of course." It was really good. It was
Yeah.
really good because we got into like detail and we
Right.
slowed it all down. We weren't just like trying to show people like we knew what we were talking about. We got into it.
Right.
And I don't know if you know, but David was an actual Vietnam veteran.
I didn't know that.
And Flyboy actually knew how to shoot a rifle better than his cohorts.
Oh, wow.
And so him fumbling around with the rifle was actually not true. He actually knew how to shoot that rifle.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And so that's what made David so cool, because he was playing a character that was not really like him.
Right.
I mean, obviously, he had some technical prowess. I mean, he could take off in a helicopter and land it. He was great that way.
Right.
But he also had some skills he wasn't willing to talk about. David was very modest in real life. And then I was like, "Hey, David, tell him about the money at the bank." He goes, "Oh, Len, you know the story better than me. You do it." I'm like, "Come on, Dave. I don't want to hear everything from me." So David goes, "Okay, listen." So when Ken and I were in the bank and we threw the money up in the air, it was all real money.
Oh,
And it all had to be accounted for because it was real money. If any of it was missing, Rubenstein, the producer, was going to have to pay the bank. Well, of course, none of it was missing.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we good?
We are good.
All right.
Lenny,
Great catching up.
great catching up. Thank you so much. Sam the Man on the Fishbowl here at Living Dead Weekend 2024 with Lenny Lee's, a.k.a. Machete Zombie. Thank you so much for coming on the show again and having the time to swim in the bowl with me.
Right. I'm coming up for oxygen.
Right.
All right.
Awesome.
Good talking to you, Sam.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.